Hey everybody, welcome back to Vegas Weekly for Saturday, August the 30th, 2025. And yeah, I need to shave, and yeah, I need better lighting. We're out of the car today, but we're in the closet. My son is sleeping 2 rooms down, so I'm trying to do this without waking him up. Although it's about time for him to get up, honestly. But yeah, we're in a closet. The lighting is horrible. I actually have some ideas on the lighting. I have a couple of these. If you've never gotten one, they're pretty good. Little stick-on lights that you kind of charge up on their USB port, and then you can prop them up anywhere you need light. So I'm thinking about trying to put that together. And of course, I'm also thinking about getting the studio going in the next room. Like I said, we're in a closet here, and the closet is right next to the bathroom. But anyway, you've come to expect such excitement from me. But I wanted to get something in today. And I wanted to do a couple of things that, first off, I wanted to do some shout outs today. And it may take me longer to put the links in than it's going to take to do the shout outs. But a number of folks I know are in Las Vegas right now. Labor Day weekend, of course, it is Labor Day weekend. So a lot of folks are traveling there. I've done it myself. I think, was I there? Yeah, I was there last Labor Day weekend. Very busy time. So, and everything I've seen recently says Vegas is very busy this weekend. Maybe not quite as busy as last year, but it is a holiday. So, a lot of folks in town. I wanted to shout out some channels, and I'll inevitably miss some, but I'm going to try to post a link to some people I know are there now, or at least in one case are going to be there shortly. Post a link to their vlogs. People that are friends of Vegas Tips and Tricks. Started out with my buddy Mark, Pennies for Vegas. He and the mayor, the buffet princess, are there right now, perhaps even enjoying a buffet as we speak. If you're not subscribed to Pennies for Vegas, I can't understand why, but I'll put a link to their channel in the show notes below. Also in town are the Kinos, BJ and Candy. I know if I were there right now, they'd probably have a birthday gift for me. Yes, my birthday's a week from today. There will be a show. We'll post a link to their vlog, so I'm sure they'll have something out here in the next couple of days as well. Our friends Vegas Legacy, Carson and Ashley, arrived yesterday. Put a link to their channel as well in the show notes. Definitely check them out. They do a lot of really fun content. I think they did a group poll last night, so you can see how that turned out. A couple of the moderators in our Facebook group are either there now or I think will be very shortly. Kathy Grant, we'll post a link to her vlog, and also our good friend Vegas Babe. I don't know, who is this? How do you even say that after all these years? But I know she's in town, and I'm sure she'll post something at some point on her trip. So I'll get a link to that as well. I also wanted to shout out to some other very special friends of the Vegas Tips and Tricks vlog and myself personally. Definitely subscribe if you have not to A Good Times production. Our friends Andy and Simone. You just never know where they're going to pop up and when. They always do good content. And our friend PJ of PJ's Cocktails, but we're going to put a link to his travel channel, I guess, PJ Slots and Entertainment. Again, you never know when he's going to post some slot play or and some of his adventures. And even though he doesn't have a vlog anymore, I wanted to shout out my friend Ryan. You may have remembered him as a Nasta617. I'm just going to pop this up right here, even though it's kind of shady. There we go. Some of you may still remember fondly, as I do, his vlogs from all over the world and, of course, Las Vegas as well. So we're going to get that stuff all in the show notes. Want to shout out those folks. Anybody else watching this who's might be planning to be in Vegas anytime soon and would like a shout out, just let me know. I guess if I end up going to Vegas, it's what, about 7 weeks out, maybe 6, 7 weeks out. So we'll see how that goes. The other thing I was thinking about this week, one of my favorite segments that I've done on the show over the years is a few of my favorite things in terms of favorite places to eat, favorite places to stay and play, to have a drink, etc. So I may do at least a sort of a segment on that going forward here on the show. I know we've lost a couple of our favorite places, at least temporarily. If you've watched the vlog over the years or followed my adventures, and in some cases misadventures, you'll certainly remember a few trips to the Stage Door, that little shady, slightly sketchy little bar and casino right off the Las Vegas Strip. It's currently closed, supposedly for some renovations, but it's been closed for a while, and we're not sure when that's going to reopen. And the other place in question, an old favorite, I guess you'd say not that old a favorite, Batista's Hole in the Wall. Even if you don't like the food, you have to love the ambiance in that place, and I thought the food was okay. And they're also closed for renovation. I think it's basically the same building, so I suspect part of the problem is that building is getting pretty long in the tooth, and probably requires a little bit of work to put it back together again. We certainly hope those places come back online at some point, but if you're heading to Vegas in the near future, you're going to have to skip those spots. You have to find another place for mediocre Italian-American food and cheap beers. Of course, on the cheap beers thing, you can always go up the street to Casino Royale. They always have pretty good beer specials there. Of course, that place may also be not long for this planet. I think some of the slowdown we've seen, and there has been a slowdown in Vegas this year, may impact the plans going forward for that particular spot. It's supposed to disappear and turn into some sort of a high-rise property like everything else around it, but haven't heard anything about that lately. I have seen some pictures over at the old Mirage, the new Hard Rock. You're starting to make some progress on the giant guitar tower. So if you're in the area, you might take a look at that. Certainly, it seems like the Mirage has been gone forever, and it kind of has been. I think it's been a year now, maybe a little more, since they shut the place down. And I know a lot of us who enjoyed the Mirage are also really looking forward to checking out the Hard Rock when it is built. Not a lot of other news that I've heard out of the city. I did hear, and I alluded to this last week when we were talking about how it's been slow in Las Vegas, and it has been, but gambling revenue is still up, and we saw both numbers reflected this past week. Air traffic at Harry Reid Airport is down compared to last year, but gambling revenue is up compared to last year. The deals keep coming when it, in terms of hotel offers, etc. It's possible I may double book when I'm in town to try to take advantage of some free play, maybe check out some different rooms. I think the most likely possibility there is to do a night at Park MGM. It is the last of the MGM properties that I haven't stayed at. And I know I could do a night there for free and probably get some free play and some food, which would counterbalance the resort fee. So that's a possibility. I continue to get really good offers from the Palms, despite not really having played there a lot on my March trip. And then a surprising piece of snail mail. I don't know how these people get my address when I don't tell them. But Virgin, the old Hard Rock, sent me an offer for 3 free nights and some food and some free play. And the only time I've even been there was last September, I guess, with PJ and Andy. Played for maybe 20 or 30 minutes. So I think that's another property that's probably struggling. I think it is struggling. I don't think that's a question mark. So some good offers there if you're willing to stay off the strip just a bit. So anyway, look next week, my special birthday special, which probably won't be that special. Hopefully it won't be recorded in a closet this time. We'll start in sort of recapping some of our favorite Las Vegas things and hopefully setting up a real countdown towards another trip. We'll go ahead and call that a show for today. And again, check out the show notes below, whatever you call those, for a bunch of links to a bunch of really great channels and really good people. And if you want some real in Las Vegas content, you can get your fix there before we put in the fix here. All right, until next week, I hope you have a great, lucky, and healthy week. We'll see y'all again real soon. Bye-bye.